Heavens are telling the glory of God, and the firmament proclaims his handiwork. Day to day pours forth speech, and night to night declares knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to What Do You Know? The fourth preliminary set 2022 championship is what we're dealing with this afternoon. And the contestants, ladies and gentlemen, are individuals who are well known in What Do You Know? I think for one or two others. Let's see who they are. The contestants will introduce themselves.
I'm Wisdom Adampa from the TWC network, Emma.
Asamoah Akowa, University of Education, and a native of Dunkwa Norfen.
And I'm George Venato, Lit Up Group, Accra.
Kuda Mensa Collins is the name. Past students of Qatar Senior High Technical School under the tutelage of John Lakobonyere.
Not the manner of introduction, you understand. But it appears maybe Wisdom is a personality who is appearing on this program for the first time. Wisdom, not so. Yes, put your hands together and welcome him. Understand. This will be your baptism of fire, ladies and gentlemen. The competition will start. But before I start, I must indicate that in the studio are students and tutors from Graceland International School. This school is located at Bubuachi, a suburb of Accra. Now, the head mistress of the school is Prophetess Mrs. Stella N.A. Dati. Welcome, Prophetess Stella N.A. Dati. But there are other personalities who are, facilitators of the school, and they are here in their numbers. Mr. Daniel Ativo is present. Put your hands together and welcome him. Michael Ochuado is here. Isaac Baden. Miss Success Norte. Mrs. Rose Brown Lawson. And last but not least, Mr. Victor Edemensa. Welcome all these personalities. Yes, they are here to grace this occasion. The contestants have introduced themselves. This is the time for the quizmaster to start proceedings. Action stations. Round one. Question one. Question. What's his name? Wisdom. Wisdom. Now, the Bible to the Christian is the most authentic reference book for the works and manifestations of God. Now, do you know the first verse of the Bible? I mean, are you a Christian? I hope you don't deny your faith. You're a Christian. Yes, but whether you're a Christian or a Muslim, this is a question in What Do You Know? What is the first verse of the Bible? In other words, I'm asking you to render quickly. Genesis chapter 1 verse 1. Genesis 1:1. Did you go to church today?
No.
Yes, so of course, Asamoah.
In the beginning, God created heaven and earth.
Sorry?
In the beginning, God created heaven and earth.
What about the end? Are you sure about this?
Yes,
Huh?
Yes, sir.
It is correct. Asamoah, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. God created heaven and earth. Now, Asamoah, now that you have exhibited, signs of being well versed in matters affecting the Bible, what is the first verse of the first chapter of the first book of the New Testament? You understand? You have exhibited yourself as an Old Testamentian, as it were. This one is New Testament. What is the first verse of the first chapter of the first book of the New Testament? Matthew 1:1. Genesis 1:1 you read it. But Matthew, you didn't have time to think about this. George,
the gospel according to St. Matthew.
You understand? We dealt with the Old Testament, George, and we left that portion of the Bible. We are now in the new section of the Bible, that is the New Testament. Yes, 1:1. Matthew 1:1.
Great.
Matthew begins the New Testament. Matthew starts the New Testament. 1:1. He says what?
Greet each other with a holy kiss.
Great. Who is greeting here? Yes, wisdom.
Pass.
Oh yes. Now this one is not commonplace. In the beginning, God created heaven and earth. That one certainly you'll be able to find. But the book of the generation of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham. You understand? The book of the generation of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham. These are the words. But listen, Asamoah. Now, the Hindus received their religion through revelation, the Vedas, as it were. Now, these are direct, intuitional revelations which are held to be entirely superhuman. Now, the term Veda, V-E-D-A, comes from the roots Vid, V-I-D. What does the word Veda mean? What does the word Veda mean? Asama?
Revelation.
Revelation is inappropriate. Does not satisfy the requirements
Inspiration.
of correctitude. Sorry?
Inspiration.
No, allow pass your inspiration to George.
Enlightenment.
And you're enlightened. You should be enlightened, huh? My friend Collins.
Holy Scripture.
Holy Scripture. Finally, you. Wisdom. Wisdom.
Reveal.
Wisdom. It's akin. This thing is close to your name. It's knowledge. Knowledge.
Okay.
Knowledge. Now listen. This religion has about 376 million followers and is generally listed as the world's fourth largest religion. Which religion is this? Asamoah. Now, I think that you have the variety of religions available for you to choose. You understand? So, which religion? 376 million. Fourth largest. Which religion? Venato?
Buddhism.
What's Buddhism? What are you talking about?
Buddhism.
From Buddha? Oh, Buddhism.
Yeah.
That's correct. Because I was a little disoriented, about the manner in which you pronounce it. I thought there was another religion called Buddhism, something. So I was waiting until you mentioned Buddha, specifically, because Buddha is in the context here. Buddhism is the answer. But you again, Benato. Now, if you pick a $5 note, you will see the portrait of Lincoln and the Lincoln Memorial embellished on either side. In Ghana, the 10 peso coin has the coat of arms on one side. What will you find on the other side? You understand?
Please.
You normally would disregard 10 pesos.
10 pesos.
You understand? I think that you have an affinity for what's the money? 200. If I give you 10 pesos, you reject it.
You see the coat of arms.
You see? So 10 pesos, there's money in Ghana. We need to identify the things which are shown on the coin. What would you find on the other side? On the other side. Yes, Collins.
An open book.
Oh, you've been dealing with 10 pesos. Okay. Is that all?
An image of an open book. Is it a Bible?
What about you? Wisdom.
It's a book.
Oh, you would not want to. You don't want to open the book. It's a book simpliciter. But you, someone.
So it's a carry.
Carry. I think the carry is right on the other corner. Yes, wisdom.
He started.
Oh no. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Colin. Because I have that, right to give him less, to give him the bonus points available here. Well, it was not complete, but I think that it was a mighty performance. An open book and a pen. There's a pen. But in as much as he mentioned open book alone, 10 pesos, matter don't joke. He's been dealing with 10 pesos. Open book and a pen. Okay. But again, so you have the chance. You see, in the Western Sudanese states of old, there once existed the Susu Kingdom, which was once ruled by the great Sumanguru Kante. Sumanguru Kante. Which empire did the Susu Empire grow into during the first quarter of the 20th century? Which empire states did the Susu Empire develop into in the first quarter of the 30th century?
Mali Empire.
Think again. Second chance of a second.
Songhai Empire.
Which one?
Songhai.
Songhai. Oh, you read history. You have an idea? Yes. Wisdom.
The Ghana Empire.
Which? Carried Ghana Empire.
No.
I'll give him the point. So, give him. I think these three empires, come together. The old Ghana, Mali, and Songhai. So when you declare Songhai and Mali, the other portion left was Ghana. Old Ghana. Of course, not modern Ghana. Old Ghana. Now, Mansa Musa, you understand, if the history of Ghana is not a closed book to you, then listen to this one. Mansa Musa, he is such one of the greatest kings who ever ruled in the great Mali Empire after the collapse of the old Ghana Empire. Mansa Musa, he had an original name. What was his original name? The original name of Mansa Musa Mansa Musa. How was he known originally? Mansa Musa could have been his full name, more or less, you understand? Yes, sort of, he occupied a prominent position in that empire, and he was, for that matter, called Mansa Musa. But his original name, yes, George.
Sonny Ali.
Sonny Ali is somewhere. I mean, I think that he's some guy. No. What about you?
Sonny Kanda.
So, if there is no Sonny Ali, then go another Sonny. Sonny something. Marie Jata. Marie Jata. Now, triple jump. It is an athletic event in which the competitors attempt to jump as far as possible, How was triple jump formerly known? Before it became triple jump, how was it called?
Pass.
It was called pass.
No.
Triple jump.
He said, try the jump.
Sorry?
Try the jump.
Try the jump. Look, my friend. Yes, George.
Pass.
Pass, you.
Long jump.
Oh, triple jump was followed as long jump. There are two different compartments. Two different compartments. Hop, step, and what? Can you? No. What is it? Hop, step, and do what?
Leap.
Huh? Hop, step, and jump. Hop, step, and jump. Yes. Now, so wisdom. Now, what does the abbreviation ISBN stand for?
International Standard Book Number.
It's correct. International Standard Book Number. Now, you see, a movement is a self-contained part of a musical composition or musical form. While individual or selected movements from a composition are sometimes performed separately, a performance of a complete work requires all the movements to be performed in succession. A concerto is from the late Baroque era, mostly understood as an instrumental composition, written for one or more soloists, accompanied by an orchestra or other ensemble. How many movements are usually in a concerto? A concerto. Asama,
Say 8 movements.
I disagree.
32.
Numbers. Yes, Asama is gone. George.
4.
4. No. George.
6.
No. Wisdom.
3.
3 is correct. Now, ASAP, it is an acronym, which stands for as soon as possible in emailing. But what does AFAIK stand for?
No idea.
Yes, what's his name? Someone? Someone?
As far as is known.
As far as is known. George.
As far as I know.
As far as
I know.
that is the answer. Listen. As far as is known does not make correct sense. You understand? But as far as I know, it's correct. AFAIK. George. Now the collective name for lions is a pride of lions. I'm going to give you a list of animals, and you give me the collective names. Yeah? Cheetahs. Cheetahs. Let's end this round with these. Cheetahs. When you see a group of lions, together, you would call them a pride. A pride of lions.
It's a head.
You understand? So many lions in a group is a pride. But cheetahs.
A pack of cheetahs.
A pack. They are not a pack. Yes. What's his name? Wisdom.
A team.
A thief.
A team.
Oh, are they footballers? Cheetahs.
It's the same pride.
Cheetahs. Oh, not CEATERS. This is CHEETAHS.
The same pride.
The same what?
Pride.
They are not the same pride. They are a coalition. Coalition. What about puppies? George. Puppies.
It's a grab.
You've forgotten this one. Puppies. Why would we call puppies to a group of
A litter.
a litter of puppies? But I didn't bear one. But put your hands together for it. Yeah? Was he rather saved by the bell, or the bell saved him? A litter of puppies. When you see so many puppies together, they are a litter. So many of them. Eagles. Who is talking?
Convocation of eagles.
A convocation of eagles. A convocation of eagles. And these are not commonplace names. And so you must make a mental note of this. A convocation of eagles. What about parrots? Wisdom. Parrots. What about parrots? Parrots. Someone.
Loquacious of parrots.
A what?
A loquacious.
A location. I mean, why do you describe them as a location? Which location would?
Loquacious, rather.
Loquacious. Oh. Well,
Okay.
that's an idea. That's a brilliant idea. But it does not exactly fit the description. That's impressive. Thank you very much. George!
Pass.
Loquacious. Yes.
Convoy.
What about you, Wisdom? Did you start?
I started.
Yes. It's akin to what you said. But here it's a pandemonium. You understand? It's a pandemonium. A thing. Huh? A pandemonium or a company of parrots. Finally, vultures. We're back to you again. As a one. Wisdom. Oh, wisdom. Vultures.
He started it.
Wisdom. Wisdom.
Wisdom. Oh, you don't know what this is. Vultures. Asamoah.
Beast. A beast of voice.
What? A beast. George, what about you, George?
A group.
Not a group, George. Yes.
A gang.
A what?
A gang.
Again.
A gang of vultures.
Gang. Oh. A venue. A venue. You understand? A venue of vultures. A location. A venue of vultures. End of our work.
Good morning. It's a good morning, and we serve you breakfast.
Not just any breakfast.
Sizzling helping.
And there's much more on offer on GTV breakfast.
So what's your pleasure than Votras here at that time of the morning?
You want it served buffet style, complimentary breakfast,
On-site restaurant.
or room service?
We've got you covered.
From Monday to Friday at 6 a.m.
With a trusted team.
So never skip breakfast.
On GTV breakfast.
Hallelujah. Mama ye na nyame mu anyame asifi so ye na dai wo hoda. Amen. Ye nyankopon. Wo na wakra Ghana afri oseye mu e wo first quarter yi mu. Wo nko na ye ye ne kanfo ye wo diada. The Santi, National President and Executive for that Glow International ano de ni jesronko eto safro bibia. The best special Holy Saturday. Ghana di man pai bo ase. Ya to din ye ndi ma 40 ase. Empa boy e baso memni da 16th April 2022 was State House enim hope park no so. Anopa na watch 8 a.m. Team Ghana, know that your Redeemer lives. Job 19:25. Yet the Nasia any can be a merade. Every set. Wahu Ghana mobo amasense. COVID-19 restrictions no. Wa yini na every ho. Onia brebi na nye radi mom punimpu. Awa mpabo anu edimu. Ma wafadie enye fita. Holy Saturday mpabo edie minia. Enyu hu free mukra. Ma yen shie mu ho. Be a glow for Jesus.
Hello viewers, this is a new season on Time with a Banker and Financial Advisor. This new season will throw light on market conduct of financial institutions in general and also the rise of the consumer. Watch Time with your Banker and Financial Advisor this and every Tuesday evening at 8:30 p.m. prompt with the host and presenter and banker Betty Ai.
The end of the first round of the competition. Asamoah Ekuwa, University of Education, Winneba has 1 point. Collins Mensah Kuda, past student of Keta Senior High School, has 4 points. George Venator, Letap Group Accra, has 5 points. And Wisdom Adampa, TWC Network Group, Ghana Tema, also has 5 points.
Yes, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. The scores have now been declared. They were 5 points for leadership in this competition at this juncture of the whole proceedings. Round 2, question 1. It's Wisdom. Yes, but I think he still holds the floor. Now, listen. Now, the periodic table is a table of the chemical elements in which the elements are arranged by order of their atomic numbers. You see, so I'll mention a chemical symbol and you will give me the full name of that chemical. The full name of the elements. Now, this one is Li. Big L and a small I.
Lithium.
Sorry?
Lithium.
Lithium is correct. Now, this one is SM. SM. Big S, small m. Asamoah. What element? Yes. George.
Silicon.
SM. Collins.
Scandium.
No. Yes. Wisdom. It is not common, honestly.
No idea.
Samarium. Samarium. PT. Big P and a small t. Yes. Someone. Big T. PT. Parent teacher. PT. Yes, someone gone. George in.
Platinum.
Platinum. So it is you again, George. AC. Big A and a small C.
AC.
AC. Air conditioner. Yes. Collins.
Cobalt.
Sorry?
Cobalt.
What about the A? You must find a place for the A. How does the A fit into the context here?
No idea.
Yes! Asamoah, you started this one.
Arsenium.
Sorry?
Arsenium.
Which element is arsenium? Can you spell it? What is it? Arsenium. Actinium. Actinium. The last one here is CR. George.
Chromium.
Chromium. But George, he works in what do you call it? LITAP. So you deal with all these things over there, not so. LITAP, they produce medicines. LITAP, all these chemicals are available in LITAP. But listen to this one. LITAP. What do you call it? George. It's Collins. Collins. You see, listen. Let me swear to this face. You know this FIFA business. Ghana wonderfully qualified, to participate in the forthcoming World Cup. Yeah? And I think that the draw has been held in the various nations in the tournament have been placed in groups. You know the groups?
Yes.
Should I go there? No, if you don't know, then I will need a place. The groups, you understand? I'm going to mention a group, and you tell me those.
Don't go there, don't go there.
It's a bit too late now. I asked you whether that was a comfortable avenue.
No,
you said nothing. So I'm on there already. I'm already there. It's unfortunate, I'm there. Group A.
Qatar.
Only Qatar will be playing. Qatar will play against Qatar. There's supposed to be 4 teams. Yes, what about you? Wisdom?
No idea.
You don't even know Qatar. Yes, Asamoah?
I think Qatar, Senegal, Iran.
George?
Qatar, Senegal, Iran.
No, but both of you magic the waters, you understand? Because Iran is conspicuous by his absence in this group. I will be compelled to give my friend 1 point. Collins, you understand? He at least mentioned Qatar. Huh? Yes, without muddying the waters. Qatar is in this group all right. Certainly not Iran. So 1 point for Collins. You now have 1 point. You understand? So whose turn is it? Wisdom. Wisdom. Group C. Group C.
Argentina.
Someone?
The president.
George.
Pass.
Collins.
Argentina, Denmark.
This time it will go to Wisdom for 1 point. You mutilated the matter this time. What's his name? Collins. Huh? Argentina is there. So 1 point for him. Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland. Did I mention the names of those in Group A?
No.
Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal, Netherlands. Group F. Asama. Group F. There's nobody in the group. There's no team, no country in the group. It's an empty group. Empty, what do you call it, group? No team, no country. Yes, sir. George. Group F.
Pass.
Finally, Collins. No, Wisdom or not? Yes. Collins.
Cameroon.
Cameroon. Not Cameroon. You want Cameroon. But your Cameroon did not help you. Yes, Wisdom.
I have Germany.
You have Germany. That's your own creation. You have created your own group, and there you have what? Germany. You could give me the so that we can post it to them over there.
Germany I have here.
But Germany can't play against itself. And so we have Belgium, Osama, Morocco, Canada, and Croatia. Osama, Group G. G. Yes, George.
G.
G. G for George. G for George. Venato. George. G.
Germany.
Of course it is G.
Argentina.
G. G. Guinea. Yeah, Guinea will be there. Ghana should also be there. Yes, sir. Collins.
England.
Wisdom, did you start this one?
No, please.
What countries?
Canada.
But somebody mentioned Canada.
No.
And I thought
No,
I marked him down. Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, Cameroon. Now, when we speak, we produce sounds. Sounds combine to produce syllables. Syllables, they combine to produce words. These are structures in the English language. Now, there are two basic sound patterns in English phonology. You understand? In spoken English. There are two basic sound patterns. Name them. Asama.
Vowels and consonants.
Of course, and what?
Consonants.
Put yours together. You call it what? Consonants. That's all. I was a bit destabilized on that issue. Right? I thought you were mentioning something else. consonants. Now, a disyllabic word is a word which has 2 syllables. But what is a word which has more than 2 syllables? Disyllabic. Disyllabic is what? 2 syllables. What about those words with multiple syllables?
Auxiliary.
Oh, well, is that where you want to?
Trisyllables.
No. Sometimes you must apply an educated guess to some of these things. If it's true, it's die. So many of them, multiple syllables is what? Collins.
Multisyllabic.
If I knew multi is applicable, I wouldn't have used the word multi. You understand? Yeah? To draw attention to the answer. No. Wisdom.
No idea.
Asamoah.
Infinite syllable.
John started this one. Poly, poly signifies many. Polysyllabic. Polysyllabic. Now, in the Christian calendar, Easter follows Lent. Now, the period before Easter, which traditionally is observed by acts of penance and fasting. You understand? How many days does the period of Lent last? The period before Easter,
It's 40 days.
It's 40 days. I think that we need to take particular note of this. You understand? The Muslims are in their Ramadan, but I think that we too should be in this act of fasting. You understand? Act of fasting before Easter. Are we observing that? Are we observing that? You understand? 40 days. The Muslims are fasting. Christians must fast. Yes, Collins. Easter is immediately preceded by Holy Week, which includes Holy Fast Day. How else is Holy Fast Day known? You understand? The last question in this round. You understand? So which week are we in now? You understand? My good friend says Passion Week. You understand? But you see, we are in a certain week preceding the Easter week. Thursday. Wisdom.
Pentecostal week.
Wisdom. Someone.
Ascension Day.
No. I think that you are misapplying the whole issue here. How else is Holy Fast Day known? You understand? I think you rather answered the question on the basis of the comments I was making here. It's not the commentary you should answer. Answer the question. How else is Holy Fast Day known? Holy Fast Day is part of the week preceding Easter. You understand? But it has another name. George.
It is Ash Thursday.
What Ash Thursday? There's some old about it, but I didn't know where you got this one from, but have you dealt with this one? Collins, you started.
Yeah.
Maundy Thursday. Maundy. Maundy Thursday, end of round 2.
Deadly team.
Pulse Ghana is here. Everyone beware. You need long-term funds, Mr. Mensah. We have to leverage on your potential profitability by using that to raise a capital.
You see, ensuring the growth, welfare, and productivity of staff is very, very important and key. Not forgetting that we have the job of making sure that we put the client or the customer first.
I need a business plan.
You want to plan a business in Ghana? Not lie.
If you put all this money into the business, in less than 2 months, you go get them double.
We have to get this out of the way. Because business is all about trust. And if we can hide something as sensitive as this from our spouses, then we would have breached their trust.
Et toi, Efendo. I said, si on fait un tourné, et d'aller prendre.
Oh, je me fais un peu de connect.
Yeah.
Ah, now Susanna.
One city and fan koya kwanche bi akọ.
Eba.
Solutions.
Good morning. It's a good morning, and we serve you breakfast.
Not just any breakfast.
Sizzling helping.
And there's much more on offer on GTV breakfast.
So what's your pleasure? Sam Votras here at that time of the morning.
You want it served buffet style, complimentary breakfast?
On-site restaurant.
Or room service?
We've got you covered.
From Monday to Friday at 6 a.m.
With a trusted team.
So never skip breakfast.
On GTV breakfast.
At the end of the second round of the competition, Asamoah Akua has 4 points. Collins Mensah Kuda has 5 points. Wisdom Adampa has 9 points. And in the lead as at now is George Venator with 12 points.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We are now entering the very final round of the competition. And for the third round, ladies and gentlemen, I think they're very pictured. Yes, University of Ghana, University of Education, Winneba. Asamoah Akua, round 3, question 1. Asamoah, this is yours. Asamoah, I told you we're getting into the Easter week, and so we need to tackle very important questions relating to this period. Listen, George. In the liturgical commemoration of Easter, there is a very significant tradition that occurs on this Holy Thursday. You understand? Talking about the traditions relating to Easter, there is a certain significant tradition which is observed on Maundy Thursday. What is it? George. Hey, George. Yeah. What is it?
It was then that Jesus was arrested to the...
You understand? In the totality of the program on Easter, what happens, as it were, on Holy Thursday? Holy Thursday is the week that precedes the Easter. Collins.
It recounts how Judas Iscariot betrayed Jesus Christ.
I disagree with you. What about you? Yes, wisdom.
It brings the memories about Jesus' works and crucifixion.
No, I disagree. Asamoah.
So it's about the triumphant entry.
Yes, these are all very significant, notable aspects of the proceedings in Easter. But, Venator, did you start?
Yes, I started.
No, it has to do with the Last Supper. You understand? The commemoration of Jesus' Last Supper with his disciples. The Last Supper. You understand? Now, as part of this Easter tradition, there is this thing which is known as Passover. What is Passover? What other name is Passover? George.
The festival of the feast.
Which feast? Passover. It is part of the entire agenda on Easter. But there is another name. What is it? Collins.
Unleavened bread feast.
I will allow you. Which church you attend?
Church of Christ.
Oh, Church of Christ. I think they're listening to you. They're watching. And they're impressed by the answer. The feast of the 11th bread is the same as Passover. But listen, so you must seek to further impress the Church of Christ with the following questions. Listen, according to biblical accounts, as recorded in the Gospel of Luke, Jesus, on the day of the unleavened bread, on which the Passover lamb had to be sacrificed, Jesus sent 2 people to go and prepare a place for the Passover. Who were these 2 people? Jesus. He sent some 2 people to go and prepare a place for the Passover. Who were these 2 people? Go and prepare a place.
Peter and John.
Dispatched. So, yes, sir.
Peter and John.
Peter and John! Peter and John! You understand? So this is further scholarship there by the Church of Christ man. Peter and John. But you, listen. But this is a quotation. And he came out and went as was his custom. And when he came to the place, he said to them, pray that you may not enter into temptation. Luke 22, 39, 40. Where did this event take place? As recorded in this passage. Where? Pray that you may not enter into temptation. And I think this is an injunction to all of us. Let's pray that we will not enter into temptation. Where?
On the mount.
Where? Which forum? Where?
It happened on the
Which geographical area? Oh, you're asking for it. Asama.
Say at the feast before he was captured, before Jesus Christ was captured.
No. I say where the forum, the place, the geographical location. And he said before Jesus was arrested.
At the feast when they were having their Last Supper.
And where was the feast? If it was at the feast.
Jerusalem.
No, I disagree with you. I'm not a specific geographical location. Yes, George.
Gethsemane.
No. Finally, Collins.
Mount Sinai.
The Mount of you got the Mount all right, but not Sinai. Olives. Change the mountain. Olives, not Sinai. As they led him away, they seized one who was coming in from the country and laid him on the cross to carry behind Jesus. Who did they seize to carry Jesus' cross? You recollect this event? Who's doing this one? I think it's wisdom. As they led him away, they seized one who was coming.
That's Judas.
They seized Judas. After Judas had done his work, then they go and seize him to come and carry the cross. He was not the one who was seized to carry the cross.
Yes, Simon. Simon.
What about you?
Yes, it's Simon.
What about you two?
And Simon. Simon is the best.
Of course, Simon of Cyrene. So it goes to you. Yeah, that's one more. Listen, Simon, Simon of Cyrene. Now listen, that very day, 2 of them were going to a village about 7 miles from Jerusalem. And they were talking with each other about all these things that had happened. What village is available in this context? That very day, 2 of them were going to a village. This village was about 7 miles from Jerusalem. And they were talking with each other about all these things that had happened.
There is Enos.
Sorry?
Enos.
Enos. Spell.
It's E-U-N-C-H. It's Enoch or Enos. Amos rather. Say Amos.
Spell it again.
Amos.
I think it's unfortunate there's calamity in the arrangement of the things in your head. It's unfortunate. It appears you know the thing.
Amos.
No, but it is catastrophic, you know. The arrangement of things is not coming properly. Yes. George!
E-U-N-O-C-H.
Oh,
Enoch.
you're telling me now. What is it?
Enoch.
Enoch. What about you?
Enoch.
And finally, wisdom.
Enoch.
You wanted to say Emmaus.
Mouse, yes.
You understand? Yeah, this is an unfortunate thing. He wanted to say Emmaus, but it had escaped him. You understand? His recollection of Emmaus was, I think, only piggledy. Yeah, it was unfortunate. At the time when he needed it, it came as Enoch. Emmaus. E-M-M-A-U-S. Listen, what is this conversation that you are holding with each other as you walk? Then one of them answered him, are you the only visitor of Jerusalem who does not know the things that have happened in these days? You recollect this particular portion? This phenomenal verse in the Bible. What is the name of one of the sojourners who asked Jesus this question, according to the passage? One of the sojourners. Asamoah. Then one of them answered him, are you the only visitor to Jerusalem who does not know the things that have happened in these days? Who was one of them? Yes. George.
Mary Magdalene.
Oh, there. Mary Magdalene was not there. Yes, Collins.
Bartimaeus.
No. Wisdom.
Idea.
Cleopas was a person here. Now, that's so much for Easter. Listen to this one. Zimbabwe had other names until it got its present name. How was Zimbabwe known before it became Zimbabwe?
Rhodesia.
Sorry?
Rhodesia.
What about you?
Eastern Rhodesia.
What about you?
Southern Rhodesia.
Southern Rhodesia. It is not Rhodesia in that sense, but Southern Rhodesia. The geographical location ought to be appropriately put. But you again. In fact, I should have indicated this. Oh, it's unfortunate. Now, how would you have called Zimbabwe in 1979? No, I must say that, of course, I ought to have exactly put the year, because Rhodesia was also known, Zimbabwe was also Rhodesia in 1965. You understand? So I think for the awareness of that, we ought to give the point again to Asamoah Okakuwa. Put yours there. Rhodesia was, Zimbabwe was Rhodesia in 1965 and Southern Rhodesia in 1898, long ago. You understand? So both of them have to be given the points. Now the fact, both of them, yes, they have to be given the points. Rhodesia and Southern Rhodesia are correct. Southern Rhodesia 1898, Rhodesia 1965. Now the final question, Collins. Now Collins, how would you have called Zimbabwe in 1979? You understand? So all these concepts, the tenets, all these concepts about the name, how did they emerged? 1898, Southern Rhodesia. 1965 Rhodesia. But how would you have called Zimbabwe in 1979?
Southern Rhodesia.
No. Yes, sir. Wisdom. Asamoah?
Say the British colony of Zimbabwe.
Oh, you know these things, but I'm afraid. Yes. George.
To call Zimbabwe.
Say it.
You said it.
It will be called Zimbabwe Rhodesia. End of the competition.
Yo, Kofi, oh man, ya woman, oh man, ya mana, Geni baby, ako, wacha, ya waren, Wonsom, wanipa, Asa dipa, wofio, Gamo embera, ebe, ya, oh man, ya woman, oh man, ya mana. Sampayetia Obayansa fusu wo bunye won kana asam Te mafutu sam kakre wa supeme Yo Kofi oh man ya woman oh man ya mama Geni baby ako wacha za ya waren Wonsom wanyinyi pa asa dipa wo fio ye Gamo embera ye ebe ya ifinena Amaya umano Amaya mamana Ati waye no ra Nyamita da Nyamana renya Wonso wanyinyi pa Sawa ya wanabe Gamo embera ye ebe ya ifinena
The end of the very final round of the competition, Asamoah Akua, University of Education, Winneba had 8 points. Wisdom Adampa TWC Network Group Ghana Tema had 9 points. Collins Mensah Kuda, past student of Keta Senior High School, had 12 points. And with 15 points, George Venator Letap Group Accra came top.
In accordance with the rules by which we work here, 2 personalities will gain entry into the next round of the competition. Here we're talking about the quarterfinal, and so we know exactly which 2 individuals have been given those appropriate certificates to enter the next round of the competition. But in consonance again with tradition, I would implore all of you to put your hands together and welcome the mighty performance of this individual who's well known in what you know circles as a brilliant performer. Litap Group of Film Companies is where he works. Welcome, George Venator. To the other contestants, we would only wish them better luck next time when they have the chance or the opportunity to participate in a competition of this nature. So on this note, and until the same time next week when we bring you questions from archaeology to zoology, on behalf of my producer Francis Mensah, Prince Labuaji, Francis Tirado, Sarah Collins Mensah, Samuel Lobo, Chris Olaka, Faisal Beviane, Victor Miadi, Greg Mingo, Selina Mensah, Bernard Nete, James Adelolo, Je m'appelle Ghana Ferrieboa, and I'm asking, what word was?
What?